Hey everyone, welcome back to more Total War Warhammer, playing as Wurrzag, the Great Green Prophet. I'm DisturbingPuppet. Things are not going great. They could be a lot worse, but they could be a lot better. So we have one decent army over here with Wurrzag. So we've been dealing with Karak Azul because we kind of trashed the dwarves up here with some assistance from the Greenskins. The Greenskins as general took out Mount Squighorn. I took out Karaza Karak, Pillars of Grungy. I probably should actually settle this because then I could actually do province-wide sort of decrees and stuff. I think there's a bunch of fighting going on over here as well. The dwarves now mostly exist on the other side of the mountains. Down here, Karak Azul was kind of threatening me. The other dwarves paid them off. We destroyed an army up here near Iron Rock. They had actually taken Iron Rock. I took it back, destroyed their forces. Now, my army here, I'm looking at least, let's sack maybe Sorrow and possibly Karak 8 Peaks. But I have a pressing issue in that I have very little other armies. So we have kind of an army here I've been using to get troops to Wurzag's army. And then I have a small force all the way down here helping defend Galbaraz, mostly with a bunch of goblins and stuff. So the issue is the Top Knots finally got some armies together and sent them in. They were kind of limited down here. They have now taken back Gorgazon, and they are threatening Gronti Mingle. So that's my main concern, actually. I think we want to primarily focus on... What's going on with the Border Princes? They're making a new army, maybe. I'd like to consolidate to the south. We're allied with the Greenskins. If I can take out the Top Knots, that sort of solidifies my southern border. So maybe we'll just take out one of these territories or sack one and then just run with this army as well. We'll try to reinforce this army next just to get it up as much as I can throw in the army, and then we'll head on down to try to deal with the Top Knots. Take them out everywhere that I can. We could even grab these guys as reinforcements somewhere. I'm holding on to cash. Right now, you guys... Yeah, we can't even recruit locally here. So I have another problem as well, which is my obedience. So down here, it's still fine, even though we've lost some territories. It is going down pretty badly in the Silver Road. It's down but steady in Iron Rock, not too bad. It's going down quite drastically in Blood River Valley, which is a bit of a concern because I actually have decent amounts of money invested in getting Barak Var up to snuff and having some income here. So I don't know what I can really do about that, other than maybe once this is done, we could throw a boss's tent. But Barak de Wazbag is pretty easily trashed by anybody coming into the area. I'm kind of holding off on doing any upgrades because I want to spend the money on units, and some of my territories are being threatened, so I don't feel like there's much use kind of putting any resources into a place that's probably going to get destroyed, sacked, or taken over. So, yeah, we are on our way. Keep an eye on the Top Knots here. Try to do something to my army, probably. And they're going for that. I mean, I could take control and try to do some damage, but we're not going to do very much. So we'll just let it go. We did kill 155 of them, but they'll have them back pretty soon. Oh, they just sacked it, it looks like. Not sacked it, but... what's the terminology I'm looking for? Sacked! Oh, it is sacked. Took 4,000 gold with them. That's pretty darn bad. Definitely don't want to give them that much money. So Gronti, yeah, we can do some repairs, I guess, because they're wandering off for some reason. Sure, we can do that, I suppose. They're headed in towards Galbaraz. I don't think they can take Galbaraz. So it's taken so long. We're spread out over such a big area that it takes forever to kind of get anywhere to reinforce. I'd like to get to maybe Dragonhorn, and then we can build up the army a little bit there. guys are going to sit tight. You actually leveled up, so let's take a look at that. What can we do? I mean, we can give you a war boar. That has no negatives at all, so I mean, why not? Sure. You guys are going to stay put while you're in that particular stance. And then Sly, we're moving down because I have a mission that I need to do. I also have a goblin in here that I'll have to deploy once we get down into the Southern Badlands. It'll also do a mission for me for some extra cash. I don't have a lot of money, but maybe we can get some. So, yeah, Carrick 8 Peaks is in range. That does get me... Well, actually, I don't know if we're in range. No, we're not in range. Alright, yeah, we'll just hit Valea's Shadow. Or Sorrow. I keep saying Shadow, I don't know why. Sack value is about 3 grand. Let's go ahead and hit it. A quick auto resolve. Gets me a little bit of cash. Not a level yet. And what do? It's kind of tempting to occupy here. Yeah, I keep confusing sack and raise. How about, yeah, I'm just gonna sack it. We actually gained a Dawnstone. Bully, income from sacking increased. Nice. Yeah, who do we want to give that stone to? So you have the Seed of Rebirth, which gives you healing. Sly, no. You've got a Dawnstone already. We could give it to our Goblin Big Boss, just because it's kind of funny. You've got the Fire Resistance. I'm going to give you the Dawnstone, and we'll give our Gobbo the Fire Resistance. Not a big deal. You do have a Berserker Sword, I'm not sure. You've got a Brass Cleaver. Yeah, I don't have anything on Gorekill. So maybe we take this away from you, and we'll give that to Gorekill. Alright. So Gorekill needs something down here. Alright, so we trashed that. Now we need to kind of get moving. So I'm just going to start running. We've kind of damaged Karak Azul, but I need to take care of the top knots. They're the priority. And I can't even really get much in the way of reinforcements here. They are threatening Galbaraz. I could add some units. There are some cheap units I could grab. I don't think they're liable to attack Galbaraz. I don't think they can take it. What is my garrison looking like here? Pretty decent. We even have trolls in here. Yeah, I think it's very unlikely. I'm going to give them 1 unit. For sure. Let's give them... Yeah, we'll just do that. Just to give them a little bit of additional defense. Most likely, I'm expecting they're just going to turn around and go after Grunty and maybe conquer it. So yeah, in the Southern Badlands, things are looking basically okay. Up here, there's really nothing I can do. Iron Rock, nothing I can do. Over here, Barakvar, we are losing a lot. I've got a couple more turns before I'm going to have a spot to do something. That lets me get Savage Work Airboys. Yeah, I don't want to spend cash on that. How much is a port? 4,000. Yeah, we're just going to sit tight on that. In the core of my empire, here in Ekrund, We upgrade this. Yeah, I mean, we could get Goblin Archers. I'm looking like, mainly just got this to have some cheap units I could grab really quickly. But everything's mostly under control. I could get some cheap defenses here by adding... Actually, we don't have any gold income here in Stone Mine. So we could add a pile of shiny stuff. We could add some defenses. That's really about it. I mean, it's fairly cheap to get a pile of shiny stuff up, and then starts giving me a decent amount of money right away. So that's tempting, but I'd like having an empty spot if I need it. I'd also like to maybe get some defenses there, because we're right across the border from the Border Princes, and until I take care of them, they're a threat. So I would like defenses everywhere. Ekrund really needs some defenses. Yeah, I'm just going to hold off, because I might need that spot for something else, although I don't know what, other than defenses. Because they could very easily just take an army here and just throw it right across the ocean at me, pretty much at any time. So yeah, we're just going to sit tight and see what they do. As far as diplomacy goes, there isn't really much I can do. Just looking to see if we spot anything anywhere. So there's some dwarves up there. That's just the character. So the dwarves have actually just shifted to the other side of the mountain and are actually doing really well. So that kind of what's left is, I think they incorporated a Zufbar. Then there's also the Karakadrin up there. Yeah, the dwarves are doing much better than I expected that they would. I don't like that they've got a base of operation there, because that leads a place they can build up an army and then come down. I think they've kind of just been pushing out and fighting the vampires mostly, which is kind of odd. I don't think I've seen them do that so much in this game before. Usually the dwarves are mainly busy down here fighting stuff, fighting the greenskins, not really worrying about the undead. So they do have control of territory out here. Karag Domar right there. Which the only access is from the other side. Or you go around. There's a pass up through here, I think. Maybe we can get around that way. I'm not sure. Past the mountain. So I think probably the quickest would be to go through here and take that out. But there are greenskins in the area, so maybe they can fight for me. I could give them a target, but I've kind of been leaving the greenskins to do what they want because they're fighting so many people. So the greenskins are currently fighting Karakadrin, the vampire counts, Angrund, and the dwarves in general. So yeah, that's fine. We'll just kind of let it go at this point. I don't really want to do anything. We'll kind of let them continue. At some point, I'm going to have to kind of absorb or destroy them for my missions, but I'm fine letting them go for now. Top knots, I just kind of skipped over really quickly. What did they do? Anything? Yeah, they're just kind of wandering around the area. They decided not to attack or besiege me or anything, so that's something.
This is my land.
Do we stop off? I mean, we could stop on just this side of the border. Get quite a few units in. I'd like to get some trolls, would be nice. I'm gonna run for now. And we'll have to wait. Next turn, we'll get some reinforcements into the army. Guys are gonna sit tight. So I could try to push down. The swamp will slow me down a lot. Could try to come down here and around to just take out their capital, potentially, or threaten it. It's going to take quite a while. I think we can get through there. Mountainous territory. I think we can just snip through right there and then come down and around. So that's what I'm going to do. You need to continue your march.
Move, move.
So we'll spend a ton of cash next time there. I could throw some additional units in here as well from these guys. We have some cheap units I could put in. I mean, I think we can hold down here. But I could go ahead and add another unit in, like these, just the Warlord's boys, Night Goblins. Let's do that. Just have a ton of goblins here to help support the defenses, and then we'll build up some kind of army here, potentially. And then we might combine the two if I have to. Okay, construction-wise. So Gronti's kind of fine, but they could just go back any time to try to wreck it. Things are getting worse up here, but that's kind of what I expect. Stable for now. Stabilizing, maybe? I can't tell. In another turn, we can maybe get a boss tent up, so let's just wait on that. We could get Ekrund up. That's going to cost a ton, though. 4,800? Yeah, it's a bit high. So again, I'm going to wait just so we can have the cash for units. Not even sure what character that is. I should check. Thought it was a green skin. We're kind of zoomed out. It's hard to tell. Top knots. Okay, they're backing off a little bit. They might be raiding or something. We have discovered? I think they have. Yep, so they're now raiding. Fine. The gods are angry. The omens are ill. Something you have done has angered the gods, yet they are fickle and may forgive you in time, or more immediate appeasement may be necessary. So obedience goes up if we pay 1,000. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Alright, so Galbaraz seems like it's fine. They're now backing off, although they are kind of raiding and causing some trouble.
Me.
I think. So this is Southern Badlands. So that's going to complete a quest, I think. Part of a quest.
Send me to battle.
Right, you guys. I would like some trolls, because I think right now we're getting a benefit. So yeah, unit rank 4.
I like
Give me a couple troll units. And then we'll just probably grab whatever the cheapest stuff I can get. Well, I don't want a ton of goblins, but we've got a couple turns, no matter what. How much can I afford? Trolls are actually not that expensive, honestly. 560. I'm going to take 4 units of trolls. I might even take more, actually. That's pretty reasonable for troll units that come in at a pretty big skill bonus. I'm going to lose some cash for sure. Just paying the upkeep once they're in, but it buys me a couple turns to build up a little bit of cash beforehand. So 3 more is 1,500-ish. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go crazy with the trolls, and then I think we'll grab some other units from that other army, just to kind of fill them out with goblins. Yeah, you guys are going to sit tight and defend Galbaraz. That is awfully slow going here, it looks like. So this is a lot slower than I expected to come around this way. We might be faster just to go up and over, which is kind of a shame. This is counted as what, mountainous or something? Mountainous and swamp. This is just Badlands. I mean, I'm kind of committed.
16.
I may regret it, but I think if we can get by here, once we're down off of this, I think we'll be in okay shape. Okay. Do I want to spend any cash? Let's take a look. Things are stabilizing in Karazakarak, I think because we spent that cash. So we paid that tribute to the gods. Worried the dwarves are going to come for me at some point, so, I mean, we can get some kind of defenses going. That makes the most sense to me. Let's do that. Then over in Barak-Var, if I can build a boss tent, get our obedience up by +4. Yeah, we just barely have enough cash for that, so let's do that too. So that pretty much burns through all of my cash, which could be an issue. We're not going to have too much of a hit till the trolls come in, so I think we'll be okay. Let's see if I can take out the top knots here. After that, the priority is going to be war with Karak Azul. We'll let the greenskins do whatever they want. Oh, I forgot to check on this guy. What are you? He's got to be, because we have a peace agreement, so that's got to be, yeah, various different greenskin characters and stuff.
I think awful careful about what yous want to say to me.
Oh, Karak Azul wants to talk to me. They want a peace treaty. Really? They could build up an army relatively quickly. I kind of wouldn't mind until I consolidate and kill off the top knots, but I don't think it's going to take that long to kill the top knots. So I'm actually going to reject. He might offer again next turn with some, like, an extra incentive, possibly. Oh, beastmen suddenly have appeared. Great. And they're raiding my territory. Awesome. Alright, we got the quest done. Did I read this already? We deployed a shaman hero. Yeah, Wurrzag acts on the information taken from the bribed and now eaten goblin, yet Wurrzag isn't some dense squig. He's cunning and isn't going to blunder into a trap set by the false prophet, so he sends one of his followers instead. If it isn't a lure and the information is genuine, Wurrzag will follow with his horde and rain down righteous fists on the lying, conniving, mask-stealing git. And so we have an army. Turns out the information was correct. The false prophet has been found. It's time to put an end to this Gabo's sacrilege, get the mask, and show the Git who the real prophet of the Wa is. Wurrzag's followers are desperate for bloodshed and to bring the wrath of Mork and Gork on the actual Pretenda. Best not disappoint them. Win the following battle to get the baleful mask. Some XP. It's mostly goblins. Reinforcements expected. Well, not happy to see an army of beastmen running around when I can't really do much about it. Where is... I mean, we can just kind of anytime just jump to the mission. Or not, because we're not in the right stance. I think if we change stance, then we'll be fine. But as it is, yeah, we need to take out the top knots before I mess with something like that.
I'm out there.
That is my priority. So yeah, we're kind of sneaking in on their capital. I don't know what kind of defenses they're going to have. Decent defenses, actually, it looks like. Okay, we'll have our trolls soon enough. Sly, we could maybe get down... Oh, it's over there. Well, isn't that convenient?
Let's go.
See if I can spot anything, or maybe try to use Sly to damage the army if I get a chance. You guys are going to sit tight for now. So I think we're going to bring this army down, and then we're going to shove a bunch of these guys into that other army, and then have it move down as well. That's kind of the idea. Okay. I don't have a lot of cash. I should probably sit on it, because we're going to pay a bunch out next turn for trolls, so I'm not even going to look. I'm going to have to just deal with the beastmen if they want to sack Iron Rock, so be it. I could ask maybe the Greenskins to deal with them, join a war on them.
Now then, speak quick.
Although I'm not sure I'm at war with them. Yeah, I'm not actually at war with them at the moment. Alright. Yeah, until they actually attack me. Apparently raiding is fine. I view that as an act of war, but sure, whatever. All kinds of crazy crap going on up there. Characters are just on the move. I'm not sure where they're going. Different directions. Yep, still raiding. Alright. Yeah, now we're at a big negative, which is a bit of a problem, so we have to, in a hurry, get some cash. Which might be a problem. So, you guys...
Might as well. Keep moving.
I don't have a lot of time before I'm going to run out of cash. I don't want to pull the army out here directly. But I can pull Sly, or not Sly, it's Gorgut out of the army, maybe?
On the
And
way.
deploy him,
Scouting.
because that'll finish another quest for me, which should give me some cash. And then I can just throw him back in the army. And can kind of creep in. Is there a river there? It looks like there is a river there.
On me way.
Let's see, yeah, they're trying to defend territory. So yeah, it might be a good opportunity. We can bring down another army to help out, or we can try to deal with the other territory they grabbed. Gorka's on there. Surprisingly, they didn't destroy Grunty Mingle. I don't know why it's still smoking, though. But yeah, I can't really spend any cash on doing any upgrades on units or buildings at the moment. We're just going to have to kind of let it go, because we are running a negative. I might want to wait till I can get another support army down here before I go for this. You don't have a wall, but you do have a pretty decently sized garrison. It's like some greenskin armies just disappeared there. Yep, Kargar's still raiding. We've got our quest, some extra cash. Let's see. Yeah, I think we already read that. So, Wurzag's beloved Squiggy Beast remains lost. Those he sent cower before him as he rants about their abject failure and how they displease Gork and Mork. One, while remaining cowed by the Prophet's anger, does raise the possibility of a lead. During his search, he noticed that many Squig herds have also gone missing. Wurzag dismisses them all with strong cuffs to the head and with the staff. However, he does agree that missing Squig herds cannot be a coincidence. He decides to hire some professionals to get to the bottom of the mystery, and who better than those squig hoppers who have just lost their squigs? Have 4 Night Goblin units in the Lord's army. Yeah, probably not. I mean, I could do that temporarily if I wanted to really hard, but it's not a priority. Alright, so what we need to do.
Fire spills.
So if I go normal movement, yeah, we're kind of stuck in the swamp. We're going to come right on in. Alright, Sly, we're going to come down as well.
Gotta be quick.
Because maybe I can hit the army and do some damage to a unit. You're going right back in that army.
On it.
Go on then.
Don't have a lot of movement here for some reason. We're going to give you some extra units. Alright, so you're at 12. So we'll give you the Wolf Riders. Just some various different goblin units. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15.
Come on.
Most of that force. You guys go back in to defend.
Start
Alright.
the wall.
So we have another stack.
The boys are restless.
Goblins and trolls, basically. So we'll bring them down for support. Go ahead and rush it.
Yes.
We have some time issues to deal with. We are losing cash. That is a problem. So I don't really want to spend anything anywhere. So we're just going to have to kind of live with it. Need a better economy, it seems like. Oh. Dwarves are on the move. Still raiding. Looters. Those stupid gits have gone and plundered stuff from boss. What's his name up there? We weren't meant to do that. We'd have made a pact and everything. What we gonna do? Make him give it back. Extra relations. Sod it. Yeah, I mean, I think our relations are fine. Let's just keep it. We need the cash more than they do. Alright.
Now's the time.
Is that close enough to join in if we go for it? I don't know. Let's find
What?
out.
Good plan.
It is.
Wah!
So we don't have to do anything. Let's just crush you guys. Just auto-resolve that. Nice chunk of cash. Excellent. So we only lost 259 guys. That's not too bad. And let's loot and occupy. Looter. Income increased from settlements, sacking and looting. Very nice. Swindler. See this? I'm gonna nick it. I'm a bit wee. What? I'm a bit way. What? Because I'm a bit wee. I don't know. Income from post-battle loot increased. Swindler for Goregut. Got the Lichbone Pennant for some magic resistance. Gleaming Pennant. Extra leadership. Pit Boss. Alright. Lots of people leveling here. So you, we haven't really done much with. Let's get Route Marcher. Fairly important skill. Is there anything I can give you? Yeah, we'll take that, I guess. Gorgot, my favorite little goblin. So happy. He's running around on a spider now. Melee defense, weapon strength, speed, or melee attack. What is your melee defense anyway? Not great. Yeah, we could just make him a little slightly bit tougher. So you guys... Well, there's a little bit of an army out there, too.
I'll crush them all!
Alright, so they're healing up.
Let's take what should be ours.
What do I want? So I've maxed out HP now, so a bit more defensive. Eventually, I do need to do a bunch of raiding as well for my quest, so I could put points into that. But I think we'll max out... Well, what's Arcane Conduit? So it's an augment on self, increase power reserves, and power recharge rate. So temporary. Extra power, essentially. Wait. Enables magical attacks, Lord's Army. Does that mean all of the units in my army get magical attacks? I thought it was just him getting magical attacks. If it's every unit in my army gets magical attacks, I think that means all the units in my army. So I think that's going to be kind of important, having the magical attacks. That's pretty big. Alright. Sly, we're going to start heading out, looking around.
The queen is strong this way.
And we have a bit of cash. Even though I'm running a deficit. I think we'll take a look at settlements first, and then see what we want to do. So, we have taken over Agrol Migdal. Yeah, let's repair these. That's very nice. We actually got some decent stuff there. Obedience is tanking because we just took over a territory. That's pretty normal. Galbaraz is pretty good. I think we're fine here for now. Just doing those repairs. Actually, is there anything special here? Probably not. Standard stuff, standard. Yeah, nothing unique or anything. Okay. Silver Road, we're actually improving. Things are not looking great, though. Obedience is holding steady, but it's at -74, which is pretty bad. There is a dwarf army in the area, and it's under Thorgrim, which is a problem. I think actually what I'm going to do, that army needs to be targeted. Like, you guys have to deal with that army. Please. Please target that army, so I don't have to deal with it. Upgrading the gem mine gets me 300 extra cash. Very tempting. Holding off there. How are things going here? So we are positive. This is just for Savage Orc recruitment. Barak de Wazbag's really isolated. I think I need cash, though, so maybe we should do some upgrades for cash. Things are relatively good in the west. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go defense here, I think. In the south, we're going to sit tight for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and spend the cash for the shiny pit. Might even upgrade the camp here. It's pretty cheap, so yeah, we could do that. Then Vrinka Hills is awfully exposed, so I'm kind of tempted to upgrade them. But if we upgrade the port, I'm going to get more cash. It is expensive. Doesn't generate a ton of cash for me. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that first, and we'll hold off on anything else for now. So we'll save some cash. We are losing some money every turn. See if I can get that to be better. Once this is repaired, that'll help a bit. Yeah, I think that's going to have to do. So yeah, doing relatively well in the war. One more territory to grab from the top knots. Research is almost done. Okay, Karakadrin has joined the dwarves. It's not great. Request issued, Bonewood Staff. When the greed gods call upon their prophet, they care not for the shaman's availability. Whether he's visiting to drops in the middle of a battle or simply prancing around the campfire, when Gork and Mork call, Wurrzag will fall into a trance that can last minutes, hours, or even days. Wurrzag has fallen into such a trance. Luckily, he was nowhere near to drops, but in the midst of chomping on a snotling when a particularly powerful vision struck. All night, Wurrzag remained silent and still, the half-eaten snotlet frantically trying to prise the savage orc's jaws apart. When the shaman came to and finally emptied his mouth with a big gulp, he immediately gathered the tribe and told them what he had seen. It was a vision of confusing sights, blood and death, ruined dwarf halls, a group of smug human adventurers, and a mountain passage of black rock and fire. Most orcs look confused, but Wurrzag is enthused with a sense of purpose. While not entirely sure what the exact purpose is, he is convinced that the lands before the Black Mountain should be taken in Gork or Mork's name. I own the entirety of 4 provinces. I currently have 1. We're going to have 2 relatively soon-ish. Research is done. Okay, so I'm not sure if this affects me or not. So I think we're just going to go for the artillery reload. Although I don't have a lot of artillery either. If I can settle this, we'll have another one. Unfortunately, the Greenskins grabbed Doc Karaz here, so I can't grab this as a territory in its entirety. So that's sort of frustrating. But maybe we can make some moves against Karakazul here later. So I kind of want to take out Karakazul before they ally with the dwarves themselves. He is building another
Didn't
army.
think so.
Maybe I should have accepted a peace agreement. Oh well. So, what we can do... You guys need to retake Gorgazon.
Let's go.
So that's the plan for them. Sly, there was an army out here. I don't know where they went. Let's see if I can find them. There was like a small top-knot army, but I don't know where they disappeared to. I'm going to kind of hang out in case they show up, then I can maybe do some damage to them. Wurrzag, I think we will probably jump to the quest mission. You guys will sit tight. I think I can just do it from here. Card character is garrisoning a settlement. Are we?
Wurrzag.
I mean, we're in a settlement. I guess we can't be in a settlement, so I have to exit the settlement, I suppose.
Wurrzag, the Great Green Prophet.
Or we can click on that and cause a problem for me. Fine, whatever. I guess we'll do that next time. Okay, I'm losing cash, so I'm not going to spend anything. We'll just go from there. Foolish vainglory. They say you revel in victory. They say you spend more time erecting monuments to battles past than managing the realm. They say you are a fool. So we can get War Fervor, extra leadership, or recruitment costs are less for 10 turns. Probably not going to recruit anybody for a while, so we'll take the leadership.
Cook, send me to battle.
Don't know if there's actually an army out here. Yep, alright. Gorgazan can't have much of a garrison, because they took it pretty recently. Well, it's got an okay garrison. The army here is pretty small. That's probably enough to take it, I would think.
Curse 'em, boss.
Okay, Sly, we're going to have you start heading up.
This way. Ah.
Go towards the Beastmen and Karakazul. And then I think, yeah, we can just barely reach it. I think we have to fight out quest ones. I don't think we have a choice. Do I have time? It depends on how long the mission takes. We've got a pretty strong army here, so I think we can pretty much wreck a bunch of goblins pretty effectively. Alright, sure. I guess we still have to teleport. Yeah, so bunch of Ogabos. They do have some fast units, but I've got cavalry to track them down. Ogdrad One Finger. He does have Doom Divers. He's got some fast skirmishing cavalry, which are going to be a bit of a problem. But everybody else should be pretty easy to deal with. last, the false prophet has stopped hiding like a coward and is forced to face Wurrzag. The goblin has taken position on a hill where he'll be difficult to shift, but just before Wurrzag commits to battle, he falls into a trance. Gork is talking to him. The great green god warns his shaman that the sneaky Gabo is laying a trap and more of his mates are skulking close by. Git! Yeah, why am I not surprised? That's quite a hill, actually.
This false prophet don't talk to the green gods. I should know, 'cause they told me they don't like him. He smells right funny. He's got some crazy funk about him, all right. Go and kill the Git and all his mates and get my mask back off him. They nicked it, and I want it back.
Okay. Oh, I feel like we're facing the wrong way. What did you do as far as setup? It's a little goofy.
Error boys.
Let's get you guys in skirmish mode.
Here we go. Error boys. Ready to bash.
Yeah, not a great position to kind of deal with. The Git thinks a mask alone makes him the great green prophet for which he deserves to die, painfully, at once. Alright, yeah, I think we'll advance up. Kind of head out. Get the archers in front, I think. My cavalry I'm going to hold back because I think we're going to have enemies just kind of appear out of nowhere, probably. Now, yeah, we'll go here. Cavalry just into the forest. Kind of hide. 2, we're going to see if I can hide out in the woods. Giant is awfully quick, so actually I may want to hold off on giving him orders quite yet. Send you over. Send you over. We'll just start filing on in. But I'll send Wurrzag ahead, and we'll see about maybe doing some spells and stuff. If I have vision is the problem. Don't see much. Again, I gotta keep an eye out for reinforcements suddenly appearing on the flanks or rear, causing us some issues. So we've got, here we go, for some extra bonuses in combat, and then we have our normal area effect damage. Don't see much up here.
Sifting.
What do I have? Oh, that's a potion of toughness. That's what that is. Okay, you guys have kind of reached the edge here already. Get up there. Get up there. Actually, let's have you watch the other way. Giant, start casually strolling this direction. Since you are so quick. I don't know if they can't see me because of the height difference here, maybe?
Fasten!
Okay, so we have a few units there kind of hidden. I'm going to take an opportunity. What do we have? Some quick units. Okay, I think that totally missed. Throw a shot your way. Go foot of Gork. Right on top of those guys. Okay, a lot more than I expected up here. I think my foot of Gork actually activated for some reason. Fine. Stomp on whatever. And stomp. Alright, Wurrzag running away. Leading them out. Let's get you guys in a little bit more. Just move up a little bit, that's fine. Kind of watching the flank, we're sort of checking the flank here. Giant. Start charging probably with these other guys relatively quickly. Wurrzag run! See if I can lure them out. Enemy reinforcements coming from over this way somewhere. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Alright, you two. Start heading around to kind of get to the artillery. Guys, focus on the archers. If you go after the spider riders. See if I can throw a quick spell back behind me here. Which looks like it totally missed again. Timing details are always kind of a problem. Why are you guys running away? They weren't charging you, so yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is. Alright. We're just kind of sending everybody in over there. Deal with this initial force first. You're the closest, so you're gonna have to try to deal with them. Guys, head for the Spider Riders. Go for their boss. Just giving everybody the orders to charge in, because I just don't want to mess with it. If we can get the high ground, we'll be in relatively okay shape. Yeah, I mean, you guys will have come in a little slower. The giant, yeah, see if you can catch them. You're pretty quick. Wurrzag, we're going to pull back here a little bit. Then I might charge in at them or something. Okay. They're kind of taking off. Flanking units are moving. I'm going to have you guys sort of move up to assist. Got Goblin Wolf Riders out here already trying to mess with me. From the other group. Let's get you running into there. There's a bunch of cavalry here, actually. Alright. What do we have? Wolf Riders, Wolf Riders, Wolf Riders. Just charge on through. Charge down the closest two units. Zog. Back up. Flanking units are still moving into position. Okay, we're charging ahead. Go for them. Kind of harassing them and shooting, so yeah, go ahead and charge them. Reserve unit. Go for the Night Goblins. These guys. For those guys. You shoot them, please. Guys. Spider Riders. They're focusing on them. Yeah, take a look here. My big charge. Big cavalry mess over here. See if I can get through. What are you doing now? Keep shooting at them. Why they keep changing what they're gonna do. I'll take a look. Wurrzag. Pretty good concentration there, so we'll do that. Cavalry coming around the sides, doing okay. Alright, their leader's in there somewhere. Giant. Kill their leader, if you wouldn't mind. switch to the goblins there for targets. Got more goblin wolf riders coming in. My cavalry beats your cavalry. And is that just artillery back there all by itself? Well, in that case, actually we'll have you go take out one, and you can take the other. Just to deal with that issue. Wurrzag, let's get you up. Might even just have you charge into some guys there. I think that'll be fine. Here, I'm not even sure if we're fighting much of anything. Looks like we are chasing something, but you guys are pretty open. Go for the archers. Go for the archers. Cavalry on the flanks. Have both of you go hit one and then both hit the other. Hearing the Doom Diver screaming. Spells. I do. Let's see. How about you guys can't move. Why are we charging way over to the side? I guess it's because the wolf riders are there. Alright. I see what's going on. Let's just kind of randomly throw something into the big group there. Chasing like crazy. Yeah, they've got a target. You've got a target. Giant doesn't have a target. Okay, they're all targeting you. Why are you guys not doing anything? I don't know what happened there. They just decided not to follow orders. Kind of a slaughter going on there. Got some that have sort of reorganized. So they're charging in on the artillery. So you guys, yeah, just shoot them. That's fine. Let's reorient a little bit. You guys start moving over. Same with you. Giant's awfully quick. Leader's only broken, so let's kill the leader. And let's bring you guys down. My cavalry over here are kind of banged up, but get in on the artillery. And I immediately want both of you to charge those Wolf Riders if we can. Just turning into a giant mess. Alright, yeah, the Wolf Riders are getting eaten. Alright. So they all shattered, right? Yeah, so they're toast. So we're fine, you guys. Head for them. Go ahead and start charging. Oh, they way back there. Wurrzag is charging you down. Throw a quick spell at you as well. That's their wizard. Being chased by a troll, or being chased by a giant. You guys go for those goblins. Going for the leader. Into this. They're not broken yet. Now they're shattered. So go hit the other artillery piece. Like we're kind of chasing. But they've managed to kind of get some units back together, so we'll target them. We're kind of scattered all over the place, but that's fine. Push my more riders. Very slowly charging across the way. Well, they're shattered as well, so I don't know if there's much point chasing them down. Is there anything not shattered in this general area? Not really. We'll just kind of come back. Everything is shattered. You guys didn't do anything in this entire battle. It must be right on the verge of winning, because I don't see anything that isn't shattered. Not too bad. We did lose 79 guys, but that's not a huge deal. Wurrzag's magic, not super strong. I probably should use his ability to like buff my guys that are in combat. 62 kills for the big uns, 82 here. At least I think those are big uns. Archers did okay. Cavalry, 73, 33. A pretty reasonable result, I guess. Boys of the Evil Eye. Didn't kill their leader. So yeah, their cavalry and light cavalry got the most. Actually, Doom Divers got the most, it looks like. I thought it was cavalry for a second, but those are the Doom Divers. Peppering us with Doom Divers while we're fighting. Not so nice. I feel like Wurrzag's magic is a bit weak. It could be my targeting and timing, though, quite a bit as well. But I feel like his stuff doesn't really have that much of an impact. Like, it doesn't actually do that much damage. And I'm not sure if that's just the spells aren't that strong, or they're doing damage, it's just not getting kills. What you gonna do? I might be better off just charging in with him and then buffing units that are fighting. But he's not really a fighter, so we don't want to do too much like straight fighting, although I did give him some regeneration and extra HP. But yeah, I feel that just is enough to make me feel more confident to kind of rush out ahead and throw some spells at enemies before we get close. Once we get close, I probably should just buff units rather than trying to use the brain bursts and the other spells and stuff. So I don't feel like it does that much. So just buffing my units that are already in combat is probably a better idea. And maybe charging down some weak units or units that are trashed. Okay, some extra cash. And we are kind of out in the middle of nowhere, so yeah, we could just eat these guys, maybe. Yeah, just eat them.
Wurrzag will do it.
Okay, so it'll get me the Baleful Mask. Extra magic defense, less upkeep for units. Vindictive Glare. Some magic missiles, it looks like. Magical damage, good for high angle. Strong versus single combatant, good against large combatants. Poor penetration. So we have the Baleful Mask. Backstabber.
Yeah.
Did I have... I don't know if I had an enchanted item before. That's fine. For skills. I still feel like Raider is probably good, because I do need to get a lot of money from raiding. But I wouldn't mind actually being better in combat. Headbutt, I think, would actually be good, like short-range damage. We could get Here We Go up. Yeah, let's get Here We Go, and then I think we'll go for raiding. And I do actually kind of want to look at the other characters, because I might have something I can give them. Griebit. Oh, maybe I don't have anything I can give you. I would give you a backstabber. Ah, the potion of toughness is what I had. Is this guy the one leading my armies? Or is this the one that's all by himself? Gorgazan. I think he's the one leading an army. Sure, more captives, that's fine. Sly, he's running around as a separate character, so there's not really anything I'm doing with him. And Gorkill, yeah, so he's the other weak one we've got. Alright, that's all fine. Yeah, I'm good there. Yeah, so we're going to move in on Gorgazan. So yeah, that's going to do it for today. Since we had to do that mission, it took a bit of a time. So from here on out, we'll do is crush the top knots, sort of get things in order. Try to make a move on the beastmen that are harassing me, and then there's Karaka Azul, who actually are currently going after Black Crag, which I'm kind of happy about, honestly. Go mess with those guys. Well, they might be doing that. They might also be about to jump into Iron Rock. Because I don't know if the Greenskins are actually at war with Karaka Azul. Let's find out. They are not. They might go for it anyway, though. Over here, there's a Beastman army sort of potentially protecting my territory, in a way. But yeah, we have to deal with Karaka Azul's army and then try to eat them, I think, is the way to go. But consolidating all of this southern territory and getting it set is the priority. But yeah, we'll carry on from there next time. So this has been more Total War Warhammer, playing as Wurrzag, the Great Green Prophet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you all next time. Until then, have a good one.